And I'm going to be submitting this short video for the makeup artist position for your company. I'm just going to give a little bit of information and I hope you like it. This is Brianna. She's going to be my model.
So how'd you start doing makeup?
My mom actually brought me into it. I was about 16.
It's really young.
Yeah, she's always been in the industry, so she got me interested in it and brought me on jobs with her, and I just knew I loved it, so I'm stuck with it.
Not a bad family business, making people pretty.
Not at all. Has its benefits. So I'm just going to contour and highlight. So do you do a lot of day-to-day makeup on yourself, or do you usually...
Well, I work retail in Manhattan, so like you said, being pretty is kind of part of every business, especially mine. Sometimes it's just difficult to kind of, I guess, hide or enhance the natural beauty.
Always.
You know, when you're young, it's like just put on, as my grandmother said, put on the rouge. Just a little.
It's always the easiest.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be real quick just to show you how to help out your everyday look. Nothing crazy. You don't want to walk around looking like, you just put on your whole drawer of makeup, but...
What's like your best advice for like everyday makeup, or like the one thing that you always leave the house with?
My staples are definitely concealer, blush, and mascara. I feel like it just opens up and brightens the face. Yeah, those are the most important. For summer, you don't necessarily need crazy amounts of things. Maybe for nighttime if you're going out, but...
Are there any brands that like you kind of go to, or is it like quality versus like brand?
It's definitely quality versus the brand. I use a lot of things that, like one thing from one brand, one thing from another. It's never really about like, I stick with one brand.
You don't gotta spend high money for...
Exactly. It's all about, where you place it and the color choice and all of that. Yeah, the main thing for summer is just to have like a good bronzer. You always want to have a good glow. You don't want to look too powdery when you're setting your makeup. And then also having that backup foundation for when you get tan and you're a little darker.
The goal of summer.
Always darker. And the most important thing, definitely just for your complexion, is definitely SPF. Always want to have it on.
So like, would I buy a tinted moisturizer, or would I go for like a concealer with SPF in it?
If you have really good skin, I would go with just a tinted moisturizer, something that's not going to give you too heavy of a coverage, because then what happens is you're canceling it out. When you put on, like any form of a thick concealer or foundation, you can get cakiness, so you don't want to have to use too much powder, and then you get into that right of too much.
Which probably makes you break out more.
Exactly. But, especially in New York.
Yeah.
Subways and heat and all of that.
Crazy mole people. What's like the coolest makeup job you've done, or like one of like your proudest makeup moments?
I've done some cool stuff. I mean, Miami Fashion Week was probably the best experience overall for me, just because it was very high paced. A lot of cool experiences as far as you kind of just use what's in front of you, you do what works, and in a crazy amount of time.
Any divas?
Always divas. But you learn. You learn how to cope, and you tell them what they want to hear sometimes. Sometimes you have to just not listen, but make it work. So I'm just doing like real light, just give you a little bit of a glow, make your eyes pop. You don't want anything too heavy. Oops.
then like, I know smoky eye is very in, obviously it's everywhere, but for like a day look, a smoky eye tends to be a bit heavy.
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you tend to do? Do you?
It's too much. I really think you just want to do things that are flattering. You can always wear makeup and make it look great without doing too much, without going overboard. You know, you can do the right colors and the right placement and still look refreshed and young and awake, but not, oh hey, I'm wearing a full face of makeup during the day. You know, you still contour your eyes, contour your face without wearing major colors.
So like stick to the neutrals?
Stick to the neutrals for sure.
And I'm a glitter girl, so I like this.
Real light, real natural. And then another big thing with anything you do with makeup would definitely be the blending. Always want to blend everything when you contour, when you put on your blush. No matter what you do, you just want to be sure to really buff it out. Make it nice and even.
Now what do you do to make like a makeup look stay, you know, using Miami Fashion Week? How do you make it stay for like 4 hours?
It's definitely just placement. You know, everything you put on, you want to be sure to set it with, you know, a good powder or whatever that, you know, when you put on your eyeshadow, if you put a concealer behind it or a nice eyeshadow base, which we did prior to the video to prep your face, it helps a lot. It really makes the makeup longevity amazing. Even with your eyeshadow, you just want to take like a nice rounded fluffy brush and just blend.
It's like caterpillars.
And see, this is something that, you know, in the morning, it's not going to take you long.
Yeah, quick, easy. I'm a student, I just need to get up and go.
Exactly. So I'm going to give you a nice shape. And then we're just going to go ahead and do a little bit of mascara. You don't want anything too crazy. Okay, so look up for me. Good, my dark lashes as it is. So get it done. And really for this, what helps is if you just touch the top of your lashes, it's going to, you know, give you the lift without the weight on the entire lash.
That's good.
So it's going to open up your eyes.
The worst is halfway through the day, you go to the bathroom, look in the mirror, and you see the little cakeys underneath.
So it
Raccoon
helps, you know,
eyes.
it makes it a lot lighter. Look up for me. Almost done. Nice. Okay. So I'm just going to brush away anything, any of the shimmering excess, whatever is falling off. I'm just going to take off the rest a little bit to make sure there's nothing on there. It's going to be nice and fresh. There we have just a nice basic lip gloss, nothing crazy, just to complement the eyeshadow that we did. And go ahead and do this over for me. You can never go wrong with like a light pink. You know, it's always the best to go with the golds and pretty much matches whatever you wear, so it's always good.
And when using a gloss, do you tend to line the lips, or?
Not really, not for day to day. You can, but like you said, you know, we wanted to make this real quick for every day. So here we go. And you're all set.
Perfect. She'll
That's it again.